This is Johnny Worldbeater saying hello out there to all my fellow nerdlingers, dorkburgers, geekazoids, and me, neo-maxi-zoom dweebies. I'd like to thank you all for your patience on this bit of late start today. As you might be aware by this point, I have two cats in the house, very needy babies. My eldest in particular is a big whiny meowmer who likes to have her cuddles from Daddy all the time and will not be satisfied until he sits down with her and has a big snuggle puggle. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, baby. But Daddy's doing his stream now. Can you settle down and be nice for me? You gonna be a nice girl? Okay. You be a good baby. You be a good baby, let Daddy do his stream. Yeah? Yeah, there's my good girl. There's my good girl. Yeah, you have a nice big stretch. You have a nice big stretch. Anyway, so, where were we? We were 3 episodes in, so about halfway through the game now. And we're about to pick up on episode 4. So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to have an entire family in glamour?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
Crane must have taken a shard with him. The open arms.
Enjoy your stay.
Thanks, Bigby. And thanks for covering for me last time, too.
Bigby? How could you do this to me? I guess I finally see you for who you are! Tell me who did it! Just tell me who did it! I know you know!
I don't think he did it.
What?
Look at him. Do you really think this man murdered these women?
But, you know...
Just take him, okay? Take Crane.
Well, this is going to be a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really. I mean it. Out with the old, in with the new. Long live the Queen.
Alright, so that's about the size of things coming into episode 4. This is getting into the third act now. So we're starting from basically rock bottom at our lowest point, trying to get back up to the top.
See you around.
Hollow point bullets are a nasty business. The Silver Slug deformed and shredded on impact.
And we start off with a fairly intense scene of
okay?
His internal organs are positively riddled. If I don't extract every
getting our
single
body
scrap of
put
silver,
back together
it's liable to
after
suffer some
being
long-term toxicosis.
shotgun shot, hit with hollow point silver bullets, and having our arms snapped. So, for particularly squeamish viewers, you might want to look away for a while we
Figured I'd be done before you were conscious.
put our
But there's little I can
broken
do for
arm
you.
back together.
Just stay still and let me finish.
My arm.
Yes, very ugly, but not life-threatening. I can't say the same for these bullets peppered throughout your vital organs.
Please.
I mean, you
we
want to
don't
put on
know.
some gloves, Doc?
Doctor.
Look, I'm a bit engaged saving his life at the moment, but if the fractured extremity concerns him that much, he can set it himself.
Are you wearing gloves at all? Like for
Heaven's sake.
sterilization?
Oh!
Ugh.
See now? That wasn't so difficult, was it?
Well, you could have given me a little more time there, Doc.
That'll do. You're probably better off. This way I won't have to reset it later. He's lucky to be alive. And he won't be next time if he keeps going like this. He didn't listen to me before. Maybe he'll listen to you.
I don't know about that.
Well, he should. There are limits to what even I can do.
This is the job.
Quiet. Just relax.
I've never actually seen him do that before, because I was under the assumption that this was a
But perhaps it'd be better if you gave me a few minutes.
mandatory part of the gameplay where you have to put
I
your
think I
bloody
should stay, at least
arm
until
back
he's
together.
out of the woods.
Believe me, Bigby couldn't be in better hands. And I need the space to work, so if you wouldn't mind, we'd appreciate the headroom.
And once again, a special call out to
I'll be okay.
the voice
We'll be done
actors
in a
here.
moment. Just please, give us the
In
time.
this particular instance, to David Kay playing Dr. Swinehart here,
Hey, Doc, how much longer?
veteran voice actor,
Leave him be.
It's finished when it's
probably
finished.
best known for his
'Cause I
work
once watched a vet
on
saw
the
a turtle
Transformers
in 10 minutes
series,
flat.
playing
Colin, you're not even
both the
supposed
major
to be here right now.
protagonist and
Oh, really?
antagonist
Where am
in
I
various
supposed
different
to be?
shows.
I'm here to take care of my friend.
With what? Your hooves?
Hey, listen,
Please,
lady.
keep it down back
Being
there.
apparently the only
Please not
actor to
distract
play
the doctor
both
while he has
Optimus
my chest
Prime
cut
and
open.
Megatron
Yes, that
over the
would be
course
helpful.
of several Transformers series.
There, all done.
Great.
This isn't a habit you should keep to. Having visits with me, and, well, this time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue. Miss White, you'll be fine for light duty, if he can figure out what that means.
He knows what it means. It's just been an unusual couple of days.
I know, but please, don't give him the excuse. His body will eventually give out. Take care of him, please.
I will. He'll need rest, I assume.
Sleep mostly. Just keep watch, and make sure he doesn't get into further altercations.
Snow has enough to deal with, Swinehart. I can take care of myself.
Clearly. Anyways, guard against, as they say. Miss White, Sheriff, Colin.
Swiney.
So, how do you, feel?
I feel like
It's
I just
Bigby,
got
you know.
shot.
He'll be okay. Hell, I seen him take worse.
Not much worse.
Not as good as can be expected, I think.
So, not well then.
You had us... you had us worried there for a while. You stopped breathing,
It's
you
a
know,
very
when you passed out or
kind of typical
died, I guess. It kind of scared the hell out of me.
Let me think.
I've never seen you like
There's a
that.
very
And when Swinehart arrived, you know him, he's never worried.
memorable,
And even he thought
like,
you were.
recurring scene from a lot of,
It was just awful.
And pretty hard to kill.
a lot of, anime
Yeah, you
made
were really
by
fucked up, man. You look like
the
when you
director
take an
of
action figure and
Cowboy
bend its limbs
Bebop.
the wrong way.
Let me think.
Colin,
Let me see
I'm
what's
just
his
saying,
name
I
again.
was worried about him is all. The guy hasn't had a night's rest in days.
we'll all get some rest when this
Shinichiro
happens.
Watanabe, that's
What
who I'm
whole
thinking of.
thing?
You see a
What's
lot of
even
these,
happening up there? I mean, do you
a lot of
guys
his
have,
work,
like, a plan or something?
um,
And
Samurai
who should I
Champloo,
be
Cowboy
asking?
Bebop,
Should I
one of
be
his
worried about the Crooked
earlier
Man taking
projects,
over?
Macross Plus.
Or is Crane still the thing?
The Crooked Man, Bloody Mary.
He likes to do
Tweedles.
these scenes with,
Better than what I thought it was.
it's often described as,
The Crooked
a
Man came
wounded,
out of the
a
shadows
badly
for
wounded man
him
with
to
a
attack us so blatantly.
good woman watching
He either
faithfully
feels
over him.
invincible or desperate.
And it's very
those
sort
are
of
my two options.
evocative of
I don't
those
think
kind of
he'd pick
scenes
What do you mean?
in this
Traded
particular
Crane
instance.
to save Bigby. I'm just saying. That's
You know,
not
you'll
exactly
see that,
something you do when you're playing with house money.
In a
So
lot of
you called my
things-
bluff. It's not like I'm gonna let Bloody Mary just murder. It was a split-second decision, and I don't care how it looked. I'd make it again and twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this
Thanks.
particularly reminds me of those type
all
of
that back there.
scenes
No problem.
in those anime
Thanks.
that he's directed.
You're not pissed that Crane's flown the coop? Or that the Crooked Man thinks he's got snow under his thumb?
We're all mad about it, Colin. But it's not like we had a strong choice in the matter. And anyways, if I hadn't have done it, Bigby would be dead, and Crane still would have been taken.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
All I care about right now is just what does the Crooked Man want out of this? I thought he was just a loan shark, but clearly he's operating in other circles. It can't just be about Crane, right? Getting him out of town? Is this all about the murders? Crane can't be useful to him anymore. So what could this have to do with Faith and Lily? How long has this stuff been going on?
This is about those girls. And it'll always be about those girls. Nothing will change that.
We'll see.
So I think one of the other core themes in this
Crooked Man
story
declared war
particularly
against
is
us
about
last night.
exploitation.
At least that's what I thought when it happened. But
Yeah,
now
this
I
is
see this war has been going on
this is
for
very
years.
much a story,
We just haven't
very
noticed
much
it
even a
because
universe
our way of doing
about
things is broken. We need to do things the
people
right
who
way.
fall through the
What
cracks.
does that mean? The right way?
What do you think I mean?
I don't know, but it suspiciously sounds like your way. Bigby's the one on the front lines. You can't give him a leash. He doesn't work that way.
A little restraint and thought behind things will never hurt anyone, Colin.
I can only do things the way I do them.
And where has that left us so far?
Excuse me, but it's left us with a name. Maybe the name, the Crooked Man.
That's not good enough. So, starting now, we do everything cut and dried. By the book. Straight as an arrow.
Pure as driven snow.
I'm not saying I'm the arbiter of...
Sure you're not.
This town has enough monsters. What happened last night, what you turned into, it can't happen again.
We need monsters. To fight monsters.
Colin, if I really believe
Yeah,
that
again,
Bigby
I think
could
that's
lose
the
his flippin'
real
mind at a moment's notice,
kind of key
then that would
dynamic
mean I'd lost all faith
of,
in our ability to help this town. Just let that side of you be done, okay? Be done and buried, and we can all move
of
on.
I'm sure
Bigby's
from your
characterization.
vantage point, it's extraordinarily easy to judge me.
Bigby.
But you sit behind a desk all day. And only tonight did you see what it's like to be pushed into a corner all the time just for doing your job.
You think I don't know what it's like to have my life in danger? To not be pushed to do things? I know what it's like. And I know what it's like to lie to yourself. To justify what you've done. So don't talk to me like I'm other people. Look, Bigby, I care about how this is done just as much as I care about it getting done.
So for that, you want to give him a handicap? Like the bad guys will worry if shit gets sloppy. Everybody wants Bigby to smile and shave and take a shower now and then. Hell, I'm practically the president of the Bigby Don't Be Such a Dick Club.
Relax, Colin. I can speak for myself, okay?
He'll get the job done. Just let him do it.
I'm going to let you do it, okay? It's just that now that I'm deputy mayor, I need your respect.
Yeah. Again, I think this is a central
And this situation
scene as far as the dynamic.
Situation.
All
Both for Bigby as a
today
character,
to go
trying to
and
be like
stay
an authority
at the bar.
figure,
give me a
but also
fucking
being
break.
well known as kind of a
Are
villainous
you gonna let her
figure.
talk to me like that?
It's been the rule for a reason, Colin. And Bigby knows it's for the best of the town. It keeps everybody out of trouble.
And
what if a Monday does
trying to
huh?
be
I'm
sort
a
of
pig.
the good guy
I'm a
in this
mouse
whole
with a
thing,
hat
you
and
know,
a cane.
to
They
play
know what
nice.
A pig is. It's not the end of the world.
Look, everyone just calm down, all right?
I'm perfectly calm.
I'm
Calmer
not.
than you
Tell
are.
me right now, what's it gonna be, Bigby?
Wolf's residence.
That's rude.
Oh, Buffkin, what is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'll
not
let
just
him know.
a key aspect of Bigby's character
he's
that he's
waiting in your
constantly
office
having
right now.
this sort of conflict
Marissa.
between his
That broad from the puddin' and pie?
Yes. Apparently, she told Buffkin
his
that she has
primal
something she
nature,
needs to talk
I
to you
guess. You know,
about. But that
his
she'll only tell you.
predatory,
that could be?
like wild
Bigby's
nature,
got an
and
admirer.
trying to be
You
something
always do well with
better,
the,
you know, something more
disenfranchised.
noble and
Something about your prickly
I guess
demeanor attracts him like a
civilized.
flame.
She knows something. She's helped me a little with the case.
But it's also, I
She
think, a
has
key
something
factor
else.
of
Maybe she does. I should
the
get back to
relationship
business
between
office.
himself
I've
and
left Buffkin
Snow.
alone for too long taking calls. And I should probably change out
Like,
of
they're
these
kind of the two key figures
Consider the discussion
um,
tabled, but not over.
around which
Let me know when you're done with Marissa.
the fabled
Aye, aye,
stories
Captain.
of the comics revolve.
She's a piece of work. Hey, you're not really
So you've
gonna
obviously
send me to
got to
the farm, are
really
you? I mean, you
emphasize.
seem real serious about it, but I can still hang out here, right?
The rules are the rules. I don't get to make them, I just enforce
the
them.
relationship between those two
Bullshit.
characters.
You give favors all the time. I know you do.
Yeah. Well, I think I ran out.
Give me a second here. Just need to take a drink. Alright, so being the fourth episode out of 5, and just kind of getting into the third act now, getting
Hi,
past our lowest
Sheriff.
point and having to kind
Hi, Narissa.
of work our way back from underneath. This is very much an investigation-heavy episode, so we're going to be chasing a lot of clues through most of this.
Are you okay? You didn't look good last night. I wasn't sure you'd be, you know, around if I came by.
Don't be fooled by this. I didn't get the worst of it.
I mean, one of the other guys is dead. That's cute. Well, I don't know why
Not many people smoke those.
I don't know why Bigby would have access to the FBI's most wanted list.
Thanks.
So what is it you wanted to talk to me
Where
about?
it's kind of
I know
interesting.
what you did for me.
And again, running
I think you want to help me again.
joke
There's
that
not a lot
everybody
I can talk about.
rags
You
on
know that.
Bigby
that
for
spell
his
thing I was trying to
shitty taste in
Not just
cigarettes.
while you're at work.
Cigarettes that are apparently
What I mean is,
named after him.
I don't want to waste your time, but I don't want you wasting your own time either.
Back in the dressing room at the Pudding and Pie, I told you what I was looking for, and you found a way to tell me. You sent me to the open arms. Maybe that'll work again?
You can try. I just... Go ahead. It might work.
Yeah, so again,
You're here because
this is
the
kind of the
Crooked Man
problem
just sent Crane
because
to the bottom of my list of worries. You have something you want to say about
there's
it, right?
limitations to how you can actually
His
interact
lips are sealed. If I could answer
with some of the
just like
characters.
that, I wouldn't have had to make that appointment with you.
No, I guess not.
Sometimes we have to find our way through life on our own, grasping and fumbling in the
Like,
dark.
you can't really get a straight answer out
I-
of some
I used to have
some of these
friends
people.
to help me find my way, but now,
and that's by design.
and I don't know what to do.
Are you trying to say something about Faith and Lily?
What I'm saying is friends matter, and I don't have any left. So I hope you're looking after yours. Are you? Look around you.
Are you telling me my friends are involved?
I'm sorry. I thought I could do this. I need you to know I want to help, but...
But your lips are sealed.
I'm sorry if I'm wasting your time. I thought I knew how to say it.
Ribbons. Faith wore one too.
Do you like it? Do you?
It's not how it looks that concerns me. It's what it does. That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it? That spell Crane talked about. Is there any way to break it? Is there something I can do about it?
No! These lips are sealed!
What?
You can't! Just stay back! You can't do that!
Slow down. It's all right. I'm not gonna do anything.
Please.
Yeah, so basically,
Don't.
the reason you have to talk around it in such vague, implicit terms
Okay.
is because
I get it. So
the ribbons actually
You take them
create
off.
actually cast a spell that keeps the people that wear it from saying anything. You know, it's basically a muzzle. You know, so that nobody talks about any of the shady dealings or anything.
Snow.
And that's also
Sharon, can you keep this
implied to be
conversation between
the
us?
reason why
I could be in a lot of trouble.
Lily and
I
Faith
shouldn't
were
be
killed,
talking to you.
or rather how,
I'm gonna have
or
to tell
rather
Snow.
both.
She has to know about the ribbons.
If you have to, just don't tell anyone else.
Holy shit! Nah, how
Sorry, I just
Snow's
need to
got
talk
a
to the
new
sheriff for a moment. Please excuse us.
two-piece outfit.
I might have a new lead for you, but I don't know how solid it is. Beauty and Beast called the office just now. They said they wanted to talk to you about something. I wonder if
They
they've heard
actually
about
managed to change
Thank you
character
for
models
listening,
in this
Sheriff.
game.
You should go
Stunningly
on to your
rare.
next business. I don't think you'll be wasting your time.
Wait, you don't have to go.
Of course, Snow can't be walking around with blood
That
all
was
over her business
abrupt.
suit, I guess.
One way to send a message.
What did she tell you?
Doesn't exactly
I didn't mean
send
to rush
the
her
right
out.
message.
Did you get anything from her?
She couldn't really say anything. The magic that Crane was talking about, it's in the ribbon.
And you can't take the ribbon off, or...
It's how Faith and Lily died.
Okay then. Good work. So, about Beauty and Beast, do you think there's something to it? Is this the right place to look? What could they know about the Crooked Man? Or do you think they just heard about last night?
That's what Nerissa was doing, telling us to go there. I think she made it as clear as she could have.
You know, Beauty came to me a while back. She was looking for financial assistance. I told her there was nothing I could do, and she said that meant she'd have to go somewhere else. Bigby, you don't think she meant that she was going to go to the Crooked Man, do you?
That would explain why they called.
We need to solve this before something else happens. Who knows what?
So this seems to be the root of many
I
of the
have
problems
other
in
matters to
Fabletown, in
attend to.
that there are people indebted to the Crooked Man, to this loan shark figure. And that's why they keep having to hide things and cover up for people. Covering up for all his shady dealings because they're indebted to him. They're under his thumb.
You said it was settled. That doesn't mean I have to agree to it.
And again, that comes back to the way that they're being exploited. You know, they're people who fall through the cracks. You know, the city council can't help them. Or rather, won't help them. So they have to go elsewhere to get their needs met. And that means dealing with some less than scrupulous people.
Oh. What do you want?
Well, you're just going around knocking on doors? Stirring the pot?
You called, right? Or, was it Beauty?
Why would I call you?
Listen, I've had a shitty night.
You think you're the only one?
And I really don't want to deal with the runaround.
I mean,
Snow said you called and wanted to talk.
did you get shot
I didn't call.
several times and have your fucking arm broken, my dude?
Me a lot lately.
Can I?
So have you, Bigby. Yet, with all the sneaking around and secrets, somehow I'm still the bad guy in this. I've had to hear about it all night long from her.
Yeah, because you've been fucking up everybody's stuff, my dude.
There. Beast, who's at the door?
Are you gonna let me in or what?
It's your pal, Bigby.
Hi, Bigby.
Yeah,
Please
also,
excuse us
like,
for
being
just a minute.
paranoid,
Can I talk
that's
to
a
you
problem in
private?
itself.
Yes, let's.
Alright, so let's take a look around. Obviously, as you can see, again, the set dressings here. The mise en
The
scène.
smallest apartment in the woodlands.
A lot of these rose symbols. These fleur-de-lis, I think.
call him again?
You know, giving us
Trust him.
a sense of the regal atmosphere, the regal background.
I wonder what the electric bill is for that
Wanna
thing.
keep fighting about that, or do you want to
You
try
know, the
to
chandeliers.
All I'm saying is we can handle this on our own. You didn't have
The
to
rose, of course, plays a significant role in the story. So lots of flowers, lots of flower imagery.
But we need to talk to Bigby.
Fine. If you want to talk, we'll talk.
Talk about living in the past.
And this is another thing. Part of the reason they
It's been a long night.
Yeah.
they're so
You know
desperate to
what
keep
they say.
themselves,
Centuries of marriage come with centuries of baggage.
you know,
I
in a
gotta say,
decent living
place,
state,
it
is
looks,
because they're so attached to the past.
expensive.
What do you mean by that?
Beast!
No, really, I want to know. What are you trying to say, huh? Did you come to give us decorating tips?
I thought you were having money problems, but it doesn't look like you're suffering to me. Is this something about that loan you took out? From the crooked man?
I didn't know what else to do,
We
so
should deal with this on our own. Bigby's just going to complicate
I
things.
called him here, and I want to see if he can help us out. Why are you being like this?
I'm just trying to do what's best for us. That's all I ever do.
Well, what kind of trouble are you in? Either it's the money, or it's something else.
I gotta know one thing first. What if we did have something to say about the Crooked Man? What if we talk and you don't get him? And all this comes back on us? We'd be risking a lot. We've seen what happens when you cross the Crooked Man. And I don't know if it's worth it. If you can't give us certain assurances.
We're just looking for a little peace of mind in this.
I can protect you, but only if you tell me what I need to know. And that means details. No more stonewalling.
We aren't.
Then just tell me what's going on here.
Look, we're used to a certain kind of lifestyle, okay? We couldn't just give that up.
We never meant for it to get like this. It's just that we had nowhere else to turn, and we got in over our heads.
There's not a lot of work out there. Who would we be if we just lived like...
Hi there, you've reached Beauty.
And Beast.
And we're out doing something fabulous.
let me just,
A day at the beach?
Skiing the slopes?
And we can't come to the
Hey,
phone right now,
we're
so
not
leave
done
a
yet.
message at the beach and we'll get back to you as soon as... humanly possible. Beep! That fucking message. I'm gonna come down there and bash your heads in with that machine if I have to call again and hear that fucking message one more time. I've been doing this long enough to know that if you had the cash, you'd have paid by now. So consider yourselves out of warnings. It's time to start thinking about how else you can settle this. Because next time, I'm making a house call.
Who is that?
The Crooked Man's gonna get his, one way or another.
All I care about is, how can I find the Crooked Man? Who do I talk to? Where do I go?
the Lucky Pawn. That's where I borrowed the money. The Crooked Man's behind that place. I'd overheard people talking to Jersey about loans before. So, when I needed money, that's where I went. I didn't know what to do.
You could have told me.
You had enough on your plate.
Wait, who do you deal with?
Jersey. You know, the Jersey Devil.
Oh yeah, that slimy prick. I
Yeah,
didn't
again,
realize he was back on this
we're
side of the
taking
river.
influence not just
always going
from
in and out.
classic, like Germanic fairy tales
Squeezed out of some poor fable, but never the
or
Crooked
nursery
Man.
rhymes. We're also
Maybe it's
taking it
just
from
regular
various
fables.
aspects
I can
of
see now
other
that it was a
mythology
mistake.
and
I'm not
folklore,
the only one who goes
you know,
there, you know. I saw a
American
woodsman's
urban
axe there just
legends,
the
all
other
that
day.
sort of thing.
It was in a display case.
I guess he's hit hard times too. There's a lot of that going around. I can't imagine he has a lot of marketable skills.
Sometimes, fables just don't have anywhere else to go.
Fucking Bloody Mary must go through there. She had Woody's axe last night, trying to chop my damn head off with it.
Maybe if you go there, you can sort some things out.
I guess I'll go check out the Lucky Pawn. If I can't track down the Crooked Man there, maybe I can make enough noise that the Crooked Man will come find me.
Hold on, Bigby. Don't go there. Sounds like you're just going to get Beauty in trouble. And... you know that butcher shop, the cut above? It's the place on Tubman Street. Same block as the baker and the candlestick maker. Well, I've been delivering packages from there for a while. The thing is, it's for the Crooked Man. And I don't think it's meat in the packages. You gotta understand, I needed work.
You have to believe us. We didn't think it would get like this.
We're decent people, Bigby.
Yeah.
Listen to me very
Again,
carefully.
exploitation.
Never deliver to the Crooked Man.
No.
Can you give me an address?
No.
When you get
I delivered to places
in with
all over town,
bad
never to
people,
the man himself.
even if you're
It never seems
doing
to be
it
heading to the same
as a
place.
good person for good
It always
reasons,
comes out of the butcher shop.
How did you get involved?
you know, you get sucked into
Johann the butcher called. He had a problem with the refrigeration unit one
some shady
day.
dealings.
When I finished, it was
And
your
oftentimes
pal
you don't
Mary
have
who
the
showed up
option to
pay
say
me.
no.
She said I was reliable. She liked that. And it's the only thing I've been able to pick up. And it's still not enough. I don't want Beauty to have to work, especially not where she was. It's up to me to take care of her.
It's Mary you deal with? Bloody Mary is there?
No, Johann is the one who hands over the packages, you know, day to day. But I've seen her around there. She gets under my skin, you know. I try to avoid her. But I don't need to tell you what she's
You're
like.
damn right you don't. I don't need a rundown on her reputation. If Mary works out of there, I need to look into it.
I just wanted to provide for Beauty. Give her the kind of life she deserves.
We shouldn't have to live like this, scraping to get by.
None of us should. We were royalty once. We were accustomed to a certain lifestyle. All we want is to make this place feel a little bit like home. You wouldn't understand, Bigby.
I don't need to understand. It's not my fucking job to understand. My job is to keep Fabletown safe.
So, where are you going? If this all goes sideways, I'd like to know where it's coming from.
So here's going to be your major choice of this episode. And unlike the first episode, this actually does make a bit more of a significant difference.
You know that butcher shop, the cut above?
Yeah, and it basically plays out the same way regardless.
That's where I borrowed the money.
Because it kind of needs to structurally, but there are more significant changes.
Butcher shop, the cut above? The thing is, I don't think it's meat in the packages. You know that butcher shop, the cut above?
So...
Pawn. That's where I borrowed the money. The Crooked Man's behind that place.
Let me think.
You know that
I'm not actually sure which one I want to go with on this one.
That's where I borrowed the money. The Crooked Man's behind that place.
I mean, we're gonna end up going to both places, but I'm not sure which is more advantageous.
The thing is, I don't think it's meat in the packages. You know that butcher shop, the cut above? The thing is...
The Lucky Pawn. That's where I borrowed the money.
That's also a nice touch there with the lighting, the way that the neon signs are actually lighting the character model.
The Crooked Man's
and we see the soft blue there on this side and the bright red on this side.
The Lucky Pawn.
And you also get a nice long time to decide what you're doing here.
That's where I borrowed.
You know that butcher shop,
the Lucky Pawn.
You know that butcher shop, the cut above.
The Lucky Pawn.
You know that butcher shop, the cut of them.
The Lucky Pawn. That's where I borrowed the money.
You know that butcher shop?
All right, let's go to the butcher shop.
I want to know what the Crooked Man is hiding at that butcher shop.
You know, Bigby, once you show up...
I mean, we do know that he's been dabbling with
maybe nothing left for you to see if you go to the
black
Lucky
market
Pawn
glamours.
Well, I guess I'll find out.
We do know that he's been taking people in
I don't know what you're
on
planning
loan
to
shark
do to find
schemes,
Crooked
you know,
Man, but is there any
putting
way
them in
you
debt.
could help us out?
What do you mean?
Well, maybe you can make this all just go away.
We would really appreciate it. What do you say?
Can you help us out?
I'll handle it. I'm not gonna let that crooked bastard ruin any more lives.
Oh, thank you, Bigby.
I'm sure you'll do the right thing.
Let me think. Yes, so people have been forced to doing some rather uncouth things. Like people have been forced into prostitution or sex work to pay off debts. You know, not saying that there's anything wrong with sex work, but it's clear that some of these people would rather not do that by choice in this scenario. Excuse me for a second. We feel a sneeze coming on. Alright. Again, we want to be thorough here. We want to be Henry David thorough. Taking a look at all of these prompts. There's a cute little reference for you with the Willingham sandwich, which is a reference to Bill Willingham, the creator and main writer of the Fable series.
Huh. Empty. Either he's got a whole lot of customers, or he doesn't have any. Right.
And I think the other person listed there on that sandwich selection, that other name might be the main artist.
Not very appetizing. Frozen solid. Who'd want to eat this?
Bigby Wolf? Well, welcome, Sheriff. What can I get for you? You interested in a particular cut?
Excuse me. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. I just need to have a bit of a drink and clear my throat a bit there. Alright.
Let's see. What do we have in stock? Let's see what we got here.
Talking again about
special.
voice actors, I wanted to give a special credit to,
wild boar in tomorrow,
I believe, Terry McGovern here playing Johann the Butcher.
Ribs, roast, tongue. Got some tongue here.
I know about the delivery. One's going in
A veteran voice actor, going back as far as the 1970s, the early 70s even, who may be known best to some of you as the original voice of Launchpad McQuack in such Disney series as DuckTales or Darkwing Duck.
Meat. You don't find anything else. We just,
and I believe he...
we do more wholesale.
I personally think he does one of the more understated but
there's
really great
so you don't mind if I
roles in this game. Like, he adds a lot of character to this relatively minor
Did you hear that?
Character.
What? Oh, I'm real sorry. Hold on. I just got to go check on that.
Like, this guy has a lot of personality for a rather, on paper, kind of flat,
Bet that's what Beast was talking about.
Side note. Figure?
That logo looks familiar. I've seen this before at Antique Greenleaf's.
Alright. Let's get the fuck in there.
Shit.
And this is a nice, tense scene. Walking through a slaughterhouse. Essentially. You know, knowing that Bloody Mary is involved here. And going through this darkened room full of a bunch of slaughtered carcasses. Gives a good sense of atmosphere.
What's the problem?
You know, a good undercurrent of foreboding and menace. Yeah, again, I'm trying not to talk over Johann's lines because he's actually doing a really great job.
For such an innocent guy, you're acting pretty damn strange, Johann.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, just these little nervous inflections. A lot of personality being conveyed here. You know, this cast is full of great voice actors. I think one of the rather unsung figures here is Terry McGovern in this role.
Please, Bigby. Please don't.
Bigby? What happened to Sheriff?
Please don't kill me, Sheriff. I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
If you don't talk, I might have to do just that. Is that what you want, Johann?
No, please. You don't have to do that. I'm dead. Either way. They said to me, Johann, you can keep your life and lose your shop, or lose both. What would you do? It was a simple choice to make in the moment. Easy, even when they got you on a hook in the deep freeze. But it's a hard one to live with.
Why are you trying to sneak out the back, Johann? What are you afraid of?
That whole crew.
Crew?
Fuck. The Crooked Man's people. Jersey Devil, D and Dumb, and that mental case.
Yeah, so Johann here also feels like one of the more ordinary, kind of down-to-earth figures in the story. Like, he's not a fable, he doesn't come from any, like, royal background. He doesn't have any, like, transformatory powers or anything special about him. He's just a butcher. You know, he's just an average Joe.
I guess they were sizing the place up. Shows what I get for being nice. I'm just a victim in this. I don't know what they do back there. I swear. And I don't want to know. I'm not allowed to know.
Well, we're about to see what's back there. And then we'll see if I believe you.
I knew this would happen. Didn't know when. But there would be the day. Bigby Wolf would walk through my door. And I'd catch hell for their shit. All that for... Shh.
Yeah, so essentially, they've been running the fairy tale equivalent of a meth lab out of the back of this butcher shop. And it's, as you can see, not a great place.
I told you, Bigby. I don't know. They muscled me out. I swear, I don't know anything more. I haven't been back here when it was like this.
Warning lights.
It's business. It's all I've ever had. I guess that's why I stuck around when they took it.
I get why you flipped that switch, but you had a choice. You could have told me. If you hadn't warned them, I might be dealing with your problem right now.
Told you? Huh. You come in here making trouble for me, but you only give a shit now because the Crooked Man stepped on your toes or something. Where were you when they took this place from me? It hasn't been easy for me. You think I want to live with this at my back? I needed help. I needed your help.
Well, I'm here now.
Again, like,
let's sort this all out.
I like that little touch because he's clearly a little bit wormy. Like, he's trying to be a tough guy, but he's in no position to do so.
Glamours.
But it's like, he's right. He's totally right. He was in a bad position, and the city council, the people that are supposed to be looking out for him and protecting him, weren't there to help. So what the fuck is he supposed to do? He's just a butcher. He's not in a position to fight back against these people that are taking advantage of him.
For making magic. Auntie Greenleaf and any other rogue witches out there probably get their supplies here.
Maybe just don't touch anything back here, please?
What are they making here?
I'm just a butcher. You want to talk T-bones? That I can do. This stuff is out of my league.
There are a lot of nasty spells you can make with the right equipment.
And I think, again, that's one of the reasons why Terry McGovern stands out to me so much, because this is a rather small role, and it would be very, very easy for it to be kind of overlooked. You know, it's not, you know, it's a butcher. You know, just an average guy. You know, it'd be very easy for him to be completely flat, because, let's be honest, he's not a very interesting character, and he doesn't really even play any kind of major role in these events. You know, he's kind of a footnote. But that's what giving him such a rich personality and like a rich, expressive voice lends a real sort of vibrance to the character that makes this me feel like much more of a lived-in world. You know, you get the impression that Johann is just very much a guy in a bad spot, trying his best to hold it together, and he has his own life, you know, to sort of live out, and his own worries, and he's just sort of a, you know, he very much feels like a three-dimensional person when he isn't necessarily that on paper. And a lot of that comes from the performance. It's amazing how much you can give life to a character just in the way that you portray them. Just in the way that you communicate their voice. There's a lot of different aspects that go into a project like this. The art design, the character models, the character modeling, the specific body language and gesturing and facial expression modeling and all that stuff. There's a lot of different hands at work into making this a real character, but it shouldn't be overlooked just how significant a role those voice actors play in giving these characters that spark of life that makes them feel real.
Chains? Who's getting chained up here?
You can't think I'm the only one the Crooked Man has under his yoke.
So yeah, this is how bad things have gotten in the exploitation that the Crooked Man's committing.
Don't you see what's going on here? With all these raw materials, it looks like he can
he's
process
peddling
them into just about any kind of magic.
Black market magic.
Got all he needs. Gear.
And he's using people in the community to do something, to do his dirty work for him.
So these must be the orders.
He's using slave labor.
He's got his hooks into everybody, and it's pretty clear.
He's got pretty much everybody in Fabletown indebted to him.
It's bound to be cheaper than the 13th floor.
This is just horrible. The things that must have gone on here.
It's the pudding and pie girls with the ribbons. Whoever he's got in here in these chains, he's enslaving fables. On my watch. People just don't know the real cost of getting something cheap.
You don't have to tell me.
That fucker Crane knew all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Crane as well was under his thumb. He was enabling all this stuff. So the entire city council.
No, Crane. He said he knows where everybody is.
Was kind of under the Crooked Man's thumb.
Some way. That's right. It was that creepy magic mirror with the big green head and all. Why don't you just use that? Find the Crooked Man that way. And leave me alone. Yeah, with stuff like that mirror, I'm surprised that you ever need to leave the office. Can't you just vaporize anyone who gives you trouble? Do it right from your living room. Smoking cigarettes with your feet up.
Crane shattered the mirror and made off with one of the pieces. He probably still has the shard with him.
Well, if they got their hands on an important magical item, there's only one place they'd take it. The Lucky Pawn. They probably took Crane there, too.
The Lucky Pawn. If I can find the mirror piece there, I can find the Crooked Man.
Hey, hold on. Well, I'm real happy you found what you're looking for, Bigby. But what about me? Huh? Do you really think this is gonna be all right? Of all this stuff in here, I do know one thing. That's his icon, his symbol. What kind of a guy uses a torture device as his icon? The kind of guy who isn't gonna be understanding about Bigby Wolf showing himself in. So tell me this. What the hell am I supposed to do now? I'm gonna have to spend the rest of my short life looking over my shoulder for Bloody Mary. They won't care that I held up my end. There's no way to get out of this.
Report to the business office. Tell Snow I sent you there, and we'll figure something out. Some kind of protection.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.
Yeah, and again, this is one of the ways in which it's important that Bigby and Snow are these authority figures that are actually trying to do better, trying to make a difference, and actually give a shit about the community. Because Crane doesn't give a shit. He's the deputy mayor. You know, King Cole isn't even around for whatever reason. So of course people are gonna find are gonna fall through the cracks when the people in charge won't do anything for them, and in fact don't really give a shit about them.
I'm the guy that I'm shitting over, and that's it, Woody. If you love your ex so fucking much, why'd you pawn it in the first fucking place, huh?
I didn't pawn it, asshole. It was
So I believe if you come here first, and if you've made a deal with Jack, he can kind of help you in. But the basic thing is, you're gonna have to find the jacket with that missing shard of the mirror in it. And it's always gonna be in the second place you look.
Walk out that door with your life. So get the fuck out of my sight. Hit the bridge. See you later.
Hey,
and I very much like this,
the fucking hell?
this interpretation of the Jersey Devil's human form.
What did you do with it?
You can very much hear the Jersey accent in his voice.
You piece of shit! I'm gonna rip your fucking lungs out!
And he looks super sleazy with the fucking sunset-colored aviators, glasses, you know, the goldenrod lenses and the gold trim.
You got here fast.
You know,
still looking for whoever killed them hookers?
the bald horseshoe ginger haircut with the big, thick 70s
Battery fucking Park, just so I can prove to you that your axe isn't here.
70s sideburns and porn star mustache.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Trust me, you do not want to go there.
The slight beer belly and the fucking
back off, dog.
Suspenders.
Just want what's mine. My axe.
You talk big, but I don't think you got the stones to back it up. Still a little sore, are we? Why should Mary get all the...
Yeah. Also,
you ain't so tough.
Like, I came here just trying to fucking do the right thing. You know? And I see something in your future. Prediction. Pain. You know, you wanted to start a fight.
This is my fucking fight. Not now.
You actively started a fight here? Well, we could have done this the easy way. And now you fucking deer-headed looking weirdo. Now, we're gonna have a fucking throwdown. Because you were too stupid to just talk things through.
Protecting your friend. Too bad you couldn't protect those whores. Go on. Try to stop me. Fucking stay.
Challenge accepted.
There she is.
You really don't want to talk shit with me, Jersey. And you don't want to fucking talk shit about those girls. I'm gonna do real bad. This to you. But you're kind of too stupid for your own good here. Now, what do we want to do here? Do we want to smash him in the face with an anvil, or with that thing we got from Crane's apartment? I think we want to smash the horse-faced fuck with a headless horseman statue. The fullest extent of my imagination. Nice.
The magic mirror's missing shard. Where is it? Bloody Mary brought it here, didn't she?
You don't know anything about anything, do you? What do you have? Nothing. That useless bitch Snow White in a broken fucking mirror.
Don't use the B word.
Next thing you say better be something useful.
You can't find a crooked man. No one can. Oh, the door to his house. It bounces around. Never in one spot. You'll never find it.
I mean, unless we had a fucking
magic
mirror.
They dumped all this shit here. Bloody Mary uses this place like a fucking dump. Fucking bitch.
Where's Crane's stuff? Where'd they put it?
In back.
Yeah, not a big fan of your casual misogyny.
Just go
you horse-faced motherfucker.
Get Crane's shit and go. Not that it's gonna do you any good.
See anything?
Crane's coat.
And of course, we gotta work our way down.
No time for traveler's checks, huh? You won't be needing this anymore.
Always take the money and run.
That sick piece of... The shard. It's the shard. Finally.
Hey, Sheriff.
So Woody's not such a bad guy either.
Those girls are still dead. Oh, and there's nothing you can do to bring them back. And I don't know what they did, but I do know this. Oh, if they're dead, it's 'cause the Crooked Man wanted them dead. That's all it takes. So you can raw smash the place up. Shit. You can wail on me all you want. But what good is it gonna do you? 'Cause he ain't in your town. You're in his. And he sure as shit is ready for you.
Is that a fact?
Oh!
Just shut the fuck up, will ya?
Out of smoke? Thanks. Shitty brand.
You're welcome.
I'm not gonna lie. I was having trouble deciding which one of you to hit with this thing.
Yeah, again.
Wrong.
About what?
About those girls.
Woody's kind of a shit, but he's a good guy when it comes down to it.
Get the fucker who did it. Ain't that the plan?
Believe me, that's all I've been doing this whole damn time.
Yeah, I might not be able to bring him back,
Go
but I
do
can
it.
sure as hell get some payback. I can sure as hell avenge them.
Hey, Woody.
Yeah.
I'll see you around, all right?
Yeah. I'll see ya.
Oh, so that's what that ginger dude's been doing. Driving cabs. I don't know. I'm still suspicious of you, Red. I'm gonna keep my eye on you. There's still every chance that you're the real villain at the root of all this.
The prostitutes. If Crane was helping himself to the community coffers, it means his hand was in my pocket.
and you just let him go.
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old wrecking ball himself.
Bigby, where have you been?
I'm not finished here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment, please.
Look what I found.
Seems your dog wants a biscuit.
Shut the fuck up, Bluebeard.
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
With pleasure, Miss White.
Finally, things are swinging.
Probably
back
not
in
the
right
best way to
direction.
go about that,
Good
because you
work.
probably just cut your hand up real
You've been
bad
gone
going
all
at it
day.
that fast.
What did you uncover? I thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine. So what else did you find out?
I gotta say, this thing reaches a lot further than we thought. Crooked Man has something on everybody. It wasn't just Beauty and the Lone. Beast was working for him. His goon, the Jersey Devil, is putting the squeeze on all kinds of fables down at the Lucky Pawn. And he's got fables enslaved at the butcher shop, making black market magic.
This is worse than we could have imagined.
But that's over now, because we got the mirror. And once it's fixed, we got him. That's how Crane did it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the mirror?
Don't go far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Why don't you go fuck off until I'm good and ready?
And he's got no
You
comeback
understand?
either.
This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Got me.
Not necessarily.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know.
I found it in Crane's coat. Last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had some...
Ah, yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
If you ask me, you're everything that's wrong with Fabletown.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
Again, I want
What do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want
Again, I
is
want
my
to
business.
reiterate
I can't take those two right now.
the
We're trying to catch a murderer. and
ranges of the voice
they're
actors
over there
in this
bickering
game.
about bureaucracy.
This that previous scene with
Don't you realize that?
Adam Harrington playing the roles of Bigby and the Woodsman at once obviously gives you an idea of the kind
Go
of
talk to Toad, but just
distinct
so you know,
character
you can't pay him.
between the two. And
He
we've
really
got
needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be
Mr.
done
Toad and Buffkin being played by, let's see, Chuck Karuklis in this scene. And that gives you a really good idea of the
Stuff to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised?
differences
Well, you did cause
in
with
characterization
that friendly in here,
between
so
those
maybe
two
it's best. Just need
when
a
you can
little
see it back to
emotion
back like
covering.
this.
I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you, and you can't deny that.
I'm starting to think you don't take me seriously, Toad. How many times have I told you to get glamored up? You know that if you're out of glamour, I gotta send you to the farm.
Well, how about your friend the pig, hmm? Is he going to the farm too? Yeah? You thought we didn't know about him, huh?
Wouldn't you know it? Colin is going to the farm.
Yeah.
Well, I would say each case deserves to be decided on its own merits, don't you think? If you give me one more chance and hear me out, I'll see a way for me and me boy to stay. I'm not gonna ask for any more than I need. I just want to stay. So what do you say you just give me enough to cover me glamours and we'll call the rest a wash? Please, Sheriff, don't take TJ from the only home he knows. His old glamour rule is oppressive. I've done nothing wrong but look different. You're No, it's not right. It's burdening the weakest of us like this. This world isn't kind to those of us who can't pass for human.
Look, I'll try to get you that money and get you another chance, but you have to understand, that's not entirely up to me.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff. I knew I could count on you to make me whole again. We get this sorted, and I'll be glamour to the nines, I will.
Yeah, I want to be kind, and I want to help out all these people, but, like,
Bluebeard,
there's
wanna
limits.
talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made
And I have given Toad many, many, many chances.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
He's not?
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone.
Look, I'll take care of it later. I told him we'd work it out so he'd get out of our hair. We don't have time to worry about that right now.
Bigby, what did I tell you?
If he's unglamored when this whole thing is over, I'll send him to the farm. No questions asked, okay?
Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his goons, but someone did. What would make a person do that? What could those girls have done?
If there's one thing I figured out, it's that the Crooked Man is all...
It's all about power. Especially having power over other people.
The magic he peddles. Chains.
You know, and I'm sure, like, as we're going to find out,
what they were told. Or maybe they just
there's
tried
an
to
especially strong reason for why the Crooked Man in particular would want to have power over other people.
I have been better, but thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
He's probably still waking up a little.
Are you really sure you want to see him?
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute.
Yeah, and again,
Someone's watching.
Bloody Mary is an effective antagonist. Like, she's a good sort of rival character for Bigby.
We pointed you in the wrong direction. Looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her.
But,
that explains
and again,
the sting.
voice actress Kat Cressida is doing a good job, but the character just on the page and the way it's
Looks like we'll have to
directed
track him down later.
You're right.
is a little
We need to focus on the
try-hard.
immediate
It's a little corny. It's a little,
Bigby,
you know,
we
trying
don't have
too
a lot of
hard to
time.
be.
Are you having trouble with the rhyme, Sheriff?
It's a little trying too hard to be.
Where does Crooked Man hang out?
To be threatening, and it kind of undercuts its own.
But that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
Inherent sense of menace.
The door. It moves.
Yeah, Jersey mentioned that.
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Like, she very much seems like kind of a B-movie horror villain.
Make sure you bring him back alive.
You know,
He has to stand
she seems like,
This can't be like it was.
especially when she's
I don't care if it
literally
gets out of
doing
hand.
the
You don't let it come to
scraping
it.
against
I know
the
that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain
scraping
way,
the axe
but
against
we
the
have to make a
concrete wall.
commitment to working within the law.
I'll catch him and bring him back.
And she seems very cheesy. She seems
cook them together.
I
very
have enough to worry about here.
kind of
while I
like
prepare the case
later
against you. So
series
I'm going to trust you to handle this properly.
Freddy
Please.
Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Of course I'm ready. I got no
Like
other
in the
choice.
original the premise of a killer who could get you in your dreams was still kind of actually threatening and scary and had some real menace, but the later it goes on, he becomes this kind of wisecracking, cartoonish character, and it stops being frightening, stops being intimidating, it just becomes kind of silly. And I think she falls a little more on that end. It's a nice little fake out here.
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny Tim. You'd think I'd have outgrown that centuries ago. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you aren't here on a social call, so thanks for not giving me a hard time.
You know, I kind of thought the Crooked Man would have bigger guards. Trolls, ogres.
A little short for a stormtrooper, aren't you?
Insulted he doesn't.
Maybe he just wants to talk.
Or maybe he wants to give the illusion of being
right on in, so if you'll
a
come
reasonable
this way,
guy.
Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me. I don't want to get in trouble. Will you just follow me?
All right, let's get this over with. Come on.
That's all I want, Sheriff. Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter. I was a little surprised myself when they asked me to do it. I thought it was a joke, actually. I'm an easy target.
You shouldn't be here, Tim.
Yeah, it's again another example of the Crooked Man taking advantage of vulnerable people.
Whatever you may think of him,
you know, we're in a desperate situation.
Broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is going to get caught in the middle. And if you're here, it can't be good. So I hope you two can come to an understanding.
Don't you realize you're not just minding the door? Work for that crooked bastard, your hands get dirty too.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad? Are you fucking blind, Tim? He's a murderer.
So you're telling me you agree with everything Crane does?
Not the same thing remotely, Tim.
On him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office, but he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war.
Yeah, what you need is somebody who's not gonna be manipulating you.
Up, Sheriff?
You know, who's not gonna be fucking using your vulnerability against you for their own personal gain.
What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me.
Oh, yeah? Mate, I ain't scared of you.
Go ahead. You got a job to do.
You needn't...
Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Thank you, Tim. I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort, but you handled it. You did well. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
Yeah, so I think this guy's got a little bit of a Napoleon complex.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
He's literally broken up guy. And of course, there's only one way to end this episode. Alright, so this is actually a bit of a shorter episode than usual.
In the old days, how you picked out those men one by one.
Which is probably a bit advantageous since we started a little late today.
Is coming. And they would wait.
And next time, we'll be picking up with the final chapter of The Wolf Among Us.
Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
Alright, so until next time, all the usual streamer bullshit. You know, if you like this video, consider following my channel, maybe subscribing or sending a donation through. I will be trying to upload these to my YouTube channel, so there should be a link for you to check those out. Check out the videos, like, comment, subscribe, leave a little bit of feedback. You know, make sure that you turn on your notifications to make sure that you're up to date. I also have a Facebook page where you can follow updates about streams when they're going to be put up, or if there's any scheduling conflicts that will come up. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay posi, and be excellent to each other. I'll catch you next time. Love and rockets, babies.